Hello, welcome back. This is Really Big Bigfoot, and I'm here once again with the annual update for the minigame only Ironman. Here are the total level stats if you want to take a look at that. I realized when editing this episode that I don't have a great number of clips to choose from, and also I've just done such a variety of things throughout this year that it's been really hard to condense that into one cohesive sort of narrative for this episode. But if I had to outline what was achieved this year, I would say number one, I played a lot of other games, played a lot of other RuneScape accounts, and so I really wish I had made more progress on here. Um, the most I've done is just some like AFK crafting at Shades of Morton. It's really laid back and very AFK. So that's been something I've casually been doing. However, the biggest change to this account, and I hope that will be evident in this video, is there's been a update to Trouble Brewing in May. So this is actually very recent. And I was kind of aimless. I was trying to get my stats up through Tears of Gothic, some of these harder to train ones. That became more and more challenging as I realized how hard it would be to try and get my other stats above my herb lore. I'm still going to be doing Tears of Gothics, obviously, and that will help eventually. You know, it'll probably be cycling between fishing, herb lore, and slayer. So anyways, I'll go ahead and show you guys some clips from this last year.
Oh, look at all that. That feels awesome. 46 layer right there. Boom. Where are we at?
49, not too far off. So just a little more temple trekking and we'll be there. All right, we'll do fishing next. I'll do the ones I have less of first. There we go. Got us to 47 fishing. All right, agility. This will just feel good to have more agility levels, man. No, less blockscape. I can also get staminas now, which that's on the horizon once I get 77 herb lore. I can get amylase shards at least. Alright, and I had to look myself up on the high scores. I was exactly 1350 when I logged in, ending at 1385 just from using those tomes. God, that feels good. Just 35 levels. Boom. Cool. Very cool. We're getting closer to 1500. I think once we get some of our skills I've been ignoring for a long time up, we'll be looking pretty good. And of course, I came up here to buy my bolts of cloth, but didn't realize that it sends me back here as a part of the quest anyways, so we're gonna talk to the dude. And I guess Old Man Yarlow's too good for my regular planks, so we gotta go get him a wax wood bed. And here we are to finish the quest. There we go. 21 construction XP. Did that not have a quest complete thing? That's kind of interesting. Alright, so apparently, in order to relocate my house to Hasidius, I'm just short. I need 25 construction, but I need to do that because that's going to make mahogany homes way more bearable. I do think I need to go to Falador to start this. So I'm gonna head there. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, let me get my hammer and saw out and some planks and stuff. Alright, here we are talking to Amy. We're gonna get our first construction contract. And we're gonna do novice because it's actually easier for us to get oak planks anyways. And perfect, she gave us one close by. And we're done. 1200 XP and a cuppa. 23 construction. I don't know why the plugin still wants me to talk to her, but we're headed back to Amy. And here we go, relocating house to Hasidius. I think at this point I'll check back in when I'm out of planks. Alright, so I ran out of oak planks, got myself to 39 construction, and I just found out that apparently you don't need any nails for beginner contracts. And if I go to Shades of Morton, bear with me. Alright, so I've just been AFKing stuff here at Shades. It's been pretty good. This is honestly kind of an addicting AFK, which with me playing a group iron as well, tends to work out pretty well. I'm 71 crafting right now. Potentially could go all the way up to getting a Fury. Where's that jewelry? I think that's 90 crafting, yeah. And then the next kind of more approachable one that would be really nice to have is 84 for the black d'hide body. I already have black d'hide actually from Barbarian Assault, so I would just have to go tan that and then I could craft it right away. I do have the stats for blue d'hide body, and I have I don't think I have any blue d'hide right now, but I could go get it. I don't think it's worth spending the time because I already have red and black d'hide. So once I hit 77, I'll be able to craft the red d'hide body. That's an upgrade. I already have spiky red vambraces from Implings, but I could also get the dragonhide chaps, which is pretty cool. I think, though, I really want to get my Tears of Gothic set up so that it's going on either Hunter or Herblore. Those two are really rough skills to train on this account. And fletching, I actually made a bunch of arrow tips with smithing. I went to Blast Furnace, made a bunch of steel bars. I had a bunch of coal also from BA. So I want to get that up a little higher. The smithing, I'll probably just do the rest of the ores that I have. Also at Blast Furnace. And just see what that gets me to. I'm really not sure. I mean, I've honestly, on almost all of my accounts that I've had in the past, I've used goldsmithing gauntlets. And not having those makes me wonder what I should do for smithing. So we'll see. I'll see how far whatever I have gets me. It should at least put it ahead of Herblore and Hunter, so I can start Tears of Gothics right away. Fletching and cooking, there's actually a new method for with Trouble Brewing. So if I go to Trouble Brewing and work on that, it's supposedly over 100k fletching XP an hour and like 200k cooking XP an hour, which is pretty nuts. Those are definitely skills I could train, you know, with materials that I'm getting, but I mean, I've gotten 78,000 fletching XP for the entirety of this account. 175,000 cooking XP. I do an hour there and I've already, you know, gotten more XP than I've ever had in those skills. So I'll definitely be hitting that up. In order to do that, though, I have to do a lot more quests that I still have not done. I'm probably just going to try and clean up a lot of the other minigame quests that I haven't done as well, like rat catchers. And really the only other skills that are going to need to get higher are construction and fishing. Fishing, unfortunately, probably the best way is going to be temple trekking still, which is fine. That'll get me XP and other skills as well, which are going to need to hit 70 for Song of the Elves, like mining. However, construction, pretty easy with mahogany homes. That shouldn't take too long. I can just buy planks actually from the general store that's right over here in Shades of Morton. It takes a while, but it's very cheap, so not a huge deal. And once I get the plank sack, it's going to help even more because I'll be able to bank, you know, twice as many planks per trip. And yeah, that should be about it. I've got dragon bones that I can use once I get my construction up a little bit and build an altar. So that's the plan for right now. I'm going to go get started on some of those quests. And that's big chompy bird hunting completed. Alright, fighting the boss for Zogre Flesh Eaters. I don't really know what kind of damage he does, but we're just gonna play it by ear. I want to say you can like safe spot him here. Maybe I protect from magic. I don't know what that was. Nice. And actually, do I need any of this ogre artifact? I'm going to drop those because they are not from a minigame. And let's go back.
Quest completed.
Zogre Flesh Eaters completed. And now, I think the only other prerequisite from that part of the chain is Rum Deal, which I have a fishing boost. So I should be good. Nice. And there's Cabin Fever done. And now we can go ahead and play Trouble Brewing. Alright, so the method here is actually pretty good. I am chopping down these scrapey trees, and the fletching XP that I get is pretty good. And I'll go ahead, I'll show you guys when I get the actual turn-in XP. For cooking, it's like 320 XP per turn-in, so pretty great. Okay, not only are the fletching rates from the scrapey bark really good, and the cooking rates from turning both of these in really good, but look at this. 160 hunter XP. There's a chance for it to fail. These swarms can spawn, and what I've been doing is just chopping the scrapey trees during that time. I do want to see maybe if they despawn if I go a little further away. It looks like it might be gone now. Yeah, so it looks like that might be better if I'm specifically trying to go for hunter XPs to just run away real quick. But these are insane for hunter XP. You got to keep in mind my method that I have been doing is catching Implings and Puro, which are reduced XP anyways. And that's for, like, at best, 30 XP a pop for Eclectic's Implings now. This actually is huge. This is, I'm going to be spending a lot of time in Trouble Brewing now. So I've finally done a game with the XP per hour reset on my account, and it is absolutely insane. Let me see if I can show you. So per hour total, I'm getting about 150k. With the hunter, I was getting about 18k, decayed a little bit. 4.5k woodcutting XP, 30k fletching, pretty good. I'm even getting some agility because just when I have nothing else to do, I pick up monkeys and release them. Catch and releasing them also gives a little bit of hunter and some agility. Cooking is still amazing, even though I barely spend any time at all turning stuff in. And I'm even getting about 5k an hour fire making experience, which is awesome because my absolute best method is 7k an hour, which is crazy that this is competitive. If I just focused fire making, I would easily be getting much better rates. This is literally just anytime I come and turn in stuff, I pick up a log and light one of the boilers. There's a bit of a cooldown, so there's not a huge point in focusing fire making. But when I get to the point where I want to do some of like the higher level shades, like doing magic pyre logs, this is definitely where I'm coming back to do fire making. This has immediately become the best way for me to train any skill that can be trained in here. It is amazing, these rates. Alright, we just finished catching some nature implings. We just did hit 58 hunters, so let's take a look at... Wow. Immediate hard clue. That's 1 out of 100. That's pretty nuts, actually. That's crazy. I'm not going to expect getting any more hard clues. I kind of wanted to see what their regular loot is like. I guess, actually, let me take a look, make sure it's the stuff I can even do. Speak to Mr. Wood. You know what? I'm gonna go do this. Alright, we gotta get Fossilized, which technically I can go grab. It doesn't require any XP for me to get, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do it. It's going over to Fossil Island and just popping down into the dungeon real quick. Alright. Motherlode Mine. I probably could technically do this if I let me see. Alright, and this guy's gonna clear the rocks for me. And now I can go talk to Prospector Percy. Alright, next up we had to go to Entrana. And open the drawers. Oh man, we're getting close. This is, I think, step 5. Fairy ring, hopefully it's one I can get to. Kinda doubtful. Cosmic entity plane, unfortunately that is a drop. Dang. Well, that's not too bad for our first hard clue attempt. Alright, opening a few more before I go let my dog out. Belladonna, that's huge. That's going to let us bring our health down in NMZ. Some Terramin, Torstal, Limpworts, that's always good. Magic Logs, I have plenty of. Cactus Spine, another Harlander Seed. Urit Seed, awesome. These are all amazing for getting my herb lore up. We got 11 more. I'm coming, doggo, I promise. Another Belladonna, that's excellent. Snapdragon, Dwarfweed, Jangerberry, that's whatever. Harlander's great. Coconut, maybe I can use that for something, I'm not sure. Awesome. So yeah, the Harlander from here is awesome because I can just use chocolate dust from Gnome Restaurant to make that. And then the Belladonna is also amazing. I'm going to go plant some of that right now so that I can start taking advantage of lowering my HP and NMZ. It's even better now that you can actually stack it in one item stack, the Belladonna. Alright, I had to divert a little bit, go get one last farming level at Tithe Farm. Only took a few rounds, I only had like 5k more XP, but here we go. First Belladonna planted for the account. And let me see if I can super compost it as well. Nice. And I'm going to log out right here so I can plant the other one when I wake up because I have to walk all the way from Lumbridge. And that's not too far, but I'm getting a decent number of teleports unlocked now, so it feels bad. Just missed it, but we just hit 70 fletching, which is pretty huge. Still 10 levels off from our real goal, which is Magic Shortbow. Alright, we're gonna finally unlock Tears of Gothics. I've been trying to get some of my stats up for a while. I'll probably get construction up a decent bit. I think I wanted to go on fishing. Fishing is proving to be a lot slower than I thought it would be. This is almost entirely through temple trekking tomes, so it's very late. But I'm going to finish up Tears of Gothics before I do anything else before I go to bed. Another quest exception. Gotta grab Swamp Tar. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to get this, even though I can get Swamp Paste. And actually, I'm gonna skip this. I've got to go all the way to Remington so that I can get this lantern actually functional. So, that's the plan. I'm gonna wait to come back here and do it until I actually have my construction up a bit more, because I can get construction easily with mahogany homes. I am going to bed. I missed it, but that is 1,500 total and 50 construction.
Level up completed.
70 fire making, let's fucking... And here comes 80 cooking.
Level up
Huge because I can
completed.
finally cook the raw sharks that are in my bank from Barbarian Assault. I almost missed it, but this is huge. Combat bracelet unlocked and eventually crystal body.
Level up completed.
70 woodcutting. This is huge because this is actually our first level requirement for Song of the Elves completed. 70 woodcutting. We still gotta get smithing, mining, hunter, herblore, farming, construction, and agility. But this is a good start. Awesome. No way. I just got the stale baguette. That's crazy. That's nuts. Oh my god. Alright. It is 2:30 a.m. And here we are with the final level.
Level up completed.
80 fletching. We can now make magic short bows. And honestly, as late as it is and as tired as I am, I think I'm going to go ahead and go to LMS because it's a Saturday night. Everybody knows the bots are wild and around this time. Should hopefully be some easy games. We'll see. Alright, well there you go. That's how you earn your points. Here we go. Magic shortbow imbued. We managed to get a win. That's actually second win on the account. Very easy when the lobby's full of one other person and a bunch of bots. Jesus Christ, Jagex. Alright, let's go imbue our bow. Oh my god, I'm like literally shaking. I'm so excited. This is huge. Oh. Look at that. Oh my god. Imbued magic short bow. That's insane. That's going to be our best in slot until Bofa. So right now, here's my problem with the firecape. This is pretty much my best in slot ranged right now. I could grind my crafting all the way to 84 and get black d'hide. I do have some black d'hide that I've achieved from Barbarian Assault, I believe is where that's from. And I could tan that, could make myself a set of black d'hide, no problem, right? But that's going to take forever, number one. And number two, it's actually not going to be as big of a difference. If I look at my ranged accuracy, it's plus 69. My ranged accuracy will definitely go up a lot if I had black d'hide, but it's not going to make as big of a difference as if I have the red d'hide, which only requires 2 more levels for me to have a full set of red d'hide. I could already have the chaps and van braces right now. However, another problem I have is that's my prayer bonus. And Fight Caves is all about endurance. So the plan is to come here and get the soul cape, okay? I've actually studied up, done a bit of research, and there's a dolo method for achieving about 350 zeal an hour. And so I'm going to use my main. I've tried to make it as easy as possible. My ranged accuracy is not that great. And so my main, I've got him in Moon Clan clothing. Hopefully that helps me hit him. But basically the idea is that I would use my main to gather these soul shards inside. And then while I'm doing that on my main, this account goes and captures all of the 3 zones. And once my main has about 30 shards, I kill my main in the center. My main is going to use a locator orb to drain his health down to 1 HP. I MSB spec him out, and then run to the boss, get a little damage on the boss, and that's it. So that should give me a good amount of zeal per hour. It'll still take a good bit to get this soul cape. But after that, I'm probably also going to use experience to level my ranged and my prayer, because I'm going to need the extra prayer. 7,000 prayer XP is a pretty good chunk. That almost gets me a level right there on its own. The prayer XP is not as good as the combat XP. If we look at 21,000 ranged XP, I mean, that's a big chunk right there towards the next level. And I can get about 300 an hour. That's like a level right there if I go do an hour of Soul Wars. So, really good. I might work on my defense a bit, but honestly, I don't think it's as relevant or as important. Even though I am probably going to have to tank some ranger hits throughout the fight caves. I'm not going to focus that as much. But if I can get my ranged up to, let's say, 85 or so, that will help a lot. And if I can get my prayer at least to like 65 or 70, that will help also with prayer restore from prayer potions. I'm not sure exactly where I'm at with prayer restore, but if you look here, these are all of the prayer potions I've got on my account since we've started. So prayer potions are pretty hard for me to get still. Mostly just because Renar weed is hard to come by. I could grow snape grass. I do have some sources for snape grass seeds, but most of that is just passively from Implings is how I made all of those. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna drill away at Soul Wars for probably the next week or so. I'm gonna try and live stream as much of it as I can, and if you'd want to tune in, I'm at twitch.tv/reallybigbigfoot. I'm going to hopefully be streaming the firecape attempt sometime around this time next week. I hope to see you there.